Stoke Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Catching up with the Fighting Irish head coach before the game. What he's talking to his team about is we've got to get our guy to that 1,000-yard mark. Their freshman running back has been terrific all season. They have been able to count on him to carry the rock. And he is so close to 1,000 yards, one of the most prominent stats in all of college football for a running back. He wants to make sure that his young freshman is rewarded here today, so he has challenged that offensive line to make sure he eats here in the first quarter. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. To the air, it's Daniels. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Second and long here. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on second down. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Well, the offense is being aggressive here in their opening possession, trying to throw the ball in the first 2 plays. They went incomplete first down, and now they take a sack on second down. This is not going to script, and they understood it was going to be a challenge against this defense. And I love the fact that they're going to be aggressive trying to throw, but the execution has got to be better.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Seminoles will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Corrals it at the 45. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Gonna run it. It's Walton. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Makes the grab. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Sets his feet. It's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome. for Brady Quinn back in the day, and all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it, and I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration, everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy in the ground.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry, ball's at the 24.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. 4th down, Carr. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Irish!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That drive covered 55 yards for the score, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Back to the ground game on the left. Out across the 25 to the 26, but needed a little bit more. It'll be 4th down. And the Seminoles line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low, and the offense defensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Under pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Now here's Carr. And they can't make the connection.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Trying to establish the run. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Right side, it's Riles. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Burrowing for yardage. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, go.
Might as well give it to him again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. He makes the catch at the 10. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Here come the Irish back on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Walton. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. Quickly to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the 1st down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus, forget that one, let's do it again.
And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. They'll give it to him again. Turning it on. Got some room entered to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Well, this dude's day just keeps getting better and better. Of course, we've already seen him score once, David, and after that run now, this guy's already eclipsed 100 yards. That's his 2nd touchdown. We're not even done the 1st half yet.
Yeah, the stats continue to pile up. A big day is approaching, and they've had no answers of stopping him. So if I'm the offense, I don't have to overthink this. Like, keep giving it to him. He'll keep making plays, and they'll keep putting points on the scoreboard.
Deep in the end zone, it's Singleton. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time Florida State offensive line.
Intercepted for the 11th time. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Great place to start for this offense. Hits inside, it's Mobley. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Hits the hole, it's Walton. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Walton. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Well, there's another outstanding run. You've been seeing that all season long. I think we all expected this guy to be really good as a true freshman. I don't know if anybody expected this. The fact that he's in the Heisman race as a true freshman, that's just ridiculous.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Quick give, it's Walton. Nowhere to go. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking for running room. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as this defense is making it tough.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical. I know the aggressive play is to go for the touchdown, but with a little bit of lead right here and a great start for my offense, I'm going to kick this field goal, Palmer.
I'm going the other way. I'm going aggressive here. You can put the nail in the coffin with the touchdown. Even if you don't get it, they still have to drive the entire field on your defense.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Shakes off the defender. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. On the return. Can't get him to the ground. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Kansas, taking on the number 17 team, the Arizona Wildcats.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
And it's the Jayhawks, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest-scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through 1 tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walton. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. Throws to the back. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Now, that's the start you absolutely talked about and discussed in the locker room. This defense, they didn't have a lot of success in the first half. They needed some good things to go their way, get a stop, create some momentum. Great first drive by this defense. Now, their offense has got to put some points on the board.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Complete. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
From the gun, see some running room. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Looking downfield, it's Daniels. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions, but he sees zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Look out! And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Not a ton of play calls for third in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
That is no good. Thought maybe that field goal could start some momentum. Instead, the deficit is still 16. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single...
Breaks away on the left. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the punishment has been extended. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Yeah, offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
On the return, it's Singleton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and makes a grab and room to run. Past the 50. Inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And the Noles have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of...
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. From the gun, running back gets the gift. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Caught. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Running inside. It's Mobley. Enough to move the chains. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run it. It's Danzy. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Put 6 on the board. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Oh, pressure's coming. And he gets it away.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Moving the pocket, it's Daniels. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Williams. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
turns it upfield. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. He's not going to get there. The defense getting penetration and stopping him behind the line. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. He hits that hole. It opened up for him as he gets 6 and all the way out to the 9-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Might as well run him again. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
What a run by their tailback, and simply one of the best in the entire country, and his ability to make people miss is the reason why, guys. That's one thing that's just not coachable. You have it or you don't. That was something they identified in him when they were recruiting him to come play in this offense, and now it's come to fruition. Defenses have such a hard time bringing him down. This defense is going to have to do a better job gang tackling as this game goes on.
And it's something you learn as a pass rusher all the time, man. If I beat that tackle immediately, right away, there's usually a reason. They're wanting me to run upfield. He plays the screen beautifully. The defensive end stays home, sees it.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Going to take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Here come the Irish back on offense. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Here's Carr to throw. Fires to the wideout. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. In the red area, it's Coleman Williams. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Yeah, stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop.